Oh, are these the goggles? Are these EV200s? Did Banggood really send them and not tell me or anything? And then I opened it. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing a quick mailbag time and some updates of what's going on right now. So there's things that were provided to me by Banggood, there's things that we got for the channel. So let's go ahead and start with just the small things here. I got more motors. I finally fixed up my motor testing quad. I lost my motor testing quad. The bench stand, the the load cell that was on it. I got a couple of replacements. I've been calibrating it and now it's perfect. So we're going to redo some of the old tests. So let's just check out here. We got these Everwing motors. I don't know who makes these, but one thing that I see off the bat is it has short motor wires but pretty thick gauge. So these are 2300 kV 2306. These shouldn't give you speed, but these should give you a hell of a lot of torque, and they feel actually pretty heavy. So we're going to be testing these. Right now I'm testing motors actually. So I'm going to start with something pretty interesting first, to be honest, and you'll see that right now. So these just came out. I don't know how much they cost. I actually forgot, but who really cares right now? Until we test them, then we'll know if that really matters or not. So we got 4 of those, and we're going to be building a new motor testing quad on channel since I lost mine. We have new ESCs, which look like the DYS Aria, I believe, or something else. These look pretty interesting, actually. Let's take a look at these. These are... I don't even remember what the hell their name is. I'll leave a link to them down below. They look okay. They're BLHeli32. They do have an LED. And they're 3 to 6S. So hopefully, I do have a couple 6S builds coming up also. So this is where we'll test it. The quality, as you can tell right there, it's bridged one of the caps right there. Can you see that right there? So hopefully that's the negative polarity of the capacitor, so it doesn't burn anything out, or it doesn't really matter. Yeah, if it's on the board, yes it does. So yeah, hopefully we'll see how that is. We have a current sensor, RGB LED. It is a BLHeli32. Filtration is very minimal. There's really nothing, just a couple tiny capacitors here, which is a bit scary. Rated up to 6S, so it's a 40 amp also. So I guess we're gonna have to see how well this performs here. Everything is silicone, so that's nice. Do we have telemetry pad? Telemetry pad's on the back right here, and let's just take a look here. So telemetry pad's right there, as you can tell right there. So overall it looks nice. I mean, we have the current sensor, RGB LED. It's rated for 40 amps. There isn't much filtration going on for it, and yeah, that's all I could really say right now, to be honest. So we'll see how well these perform. 40 amps, yeah. So let's just see. Got 4 of those. So let's put these off to the side here. And here's the interesting part. I finally received every single kV of the Racer Star 2207 series. This is going to be pretty damn interesting. I got that 1500 kV or 16, I forgot which one, somewhere over there. 1900 kV maybe. This is the 2500 kV, and then there's a 2300 kV. Where are they? 2200 kV. So yeah, 2200 kV, 2500 kV, and there's some low kV from 1600 kV to 1900 kV. I actually forgot, but it's one of those. And yeah, they're hella cheap, and they're 2207. I'm starting to like the 2207 motors more than the 2306, but that's a personal preference. I need to put more time into them since the summer just started, and then we can actually... Am I missing a motor? No, I'm not. Okay. All right, so we got those in. I'm testing the T motor right now. I have it set up to test after this video, and also this. So check this out. This was kind of a surprise for me. I got something in the mail. I had no idea what it is because it didn't come through DHL. So that was pretty interesting. And when I received it, I was like, "Oh, are these the goggles? Are these EV200s? Did Banggood really send them and not tell me or anything?" And then I opened it, and they sent me an Xt60 Wiazard. It's the newer one. It's the latest one. However, this is a V2, I believe, because there is some differences. Because I remember taking that one apart and testing its ESCs. So it does come with everything that the normal one comes with. So this is actually my second one now. But there are a couple improvements. I think I had a older version. The side plates are not 3D printed anymore. These are actually really plastic. They're molded plastic. So that's one thing. They added 2 nice little white capacitors here to the board. However, they didn't get rid of that shitty DVR. So we're going to bypass this if we're going to test this in the fly. I still haven't even flown the other one. Same ESCs. Doesn't look like anything has changed. Same motors. Motors are still pretty good. So we're going to be testing this guy very soon. Planning first to do the 6S test because you're going to see another quad right now that just actually arrived. So it's going to be pretty interesting. And that one was provided me by Banggood, so that's finally some things. So yeah, here's one that we're going to be testing. And this looks pretty cool. It comes with some Cyclone 5046 propellers, so that's very nice. Comes with pretty decent stuff. They even give you this like AK-47 carbon fiber keychain. It's pretty awesome, actually. Look at this. What is this? It's so difficult with this such big boxes. It's from Flycolor. Oh, so Flycolor makes Everwing from some type of manufacturer. Alright, so what are we greeted with? We got 2 battery straps. This is that 6S low KV build. Pre-built quad. It's going for $300. We get 2 props here. I don't know, they're gem fan props. They are 5042s. Let's drop this guy here and let's take a look at this. Now, looking at it, it looks pretty nice. The build is pretty clean. To be honest, I already cheated. I had to look at this when I got it. I have tested these ESCs before. They tested very good on a 4S. However, on 6S, I have no idea what to expect. They are BL-Heli-32, and they should support telemetries, I believe. If I remember correctly. Actually, I have to go check them out. I have them on another build right now. They work pretty good. Never tried them on a 6S, and I did receive 2 6S lipos, so that's going to be pretty interesting. And this is the BNF with FR Sky. They're using an XM Plus radio, and I really can't wait to get this going. I really cannot wait to get this going. Like, you guys have no idea. I just finally got my GoPro because I lost the other one. This is the Hero 5 now session, because it was only a couple bucks more expensive, so I just said, you know, might as well just upgrade. So hopefully I'll still find the other one. And I have something pretty interesting also stored. I'm gonna mount the GoPro on the bottom here to look down, to look for my other quad, because to be honest, no one found it still, I believe, because they called me and they said they found a battery, but it turns out it wasn't the battery of the big quad. I've actually dropped one of my micro batteries over there in the field. So I'm guessing no one still found that quad. There was one time, it's a very awesome place. One time, because I'm the only one that flies in that area. One time I lost a quad after 6 months later. Someone came knocking on the door like, hey, I found your quad on my roof. You know, that's just so awesome. I really like the area that I go fly in, the area that I'm living in. It's very nice, humble people. They're very, very laid back, I would say. It's kind of like a small village area. It's not, you'd call it a village because the population is very small, and it's very quiet, and I really love it, you know. Not very busy. It is pretty boring, I mean, if I'm not doing what I'm doing here. But yeah, this is it. I have other stuff too, but I'm not gonna put a bunch of things here. Here's the GoPro, the gimbal for our Hakcrc, the huge Hakcrc that we're gonna be doing. I've started testing it, but I think the one they sent me was a crack addict because it was having seizures like crazy when I plug it in. But I see a lot of people have this thing and you have to tune it somehow. I put like 30 minutes into it just yet, and it turns out you guys were right on the first mailboxing. This is not meant for the GoPro session. I actually got the one that's meant for the Hero. Oh no, not the Hero. What are they called? Not the, yeah, the Hero. The Hero, the not session version, because this thing won't fit in this thing here. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I think I'm just going to build a GoPro Hero 3D printed size thingy where this slides in, and this way we could test it. And I really don't want to go, maybe I'll buy a cheap Chinese one and then we'll test it out. That'll be pretty fun. Or maybe request one. Hopefully someone will send me something finally. Yeah, so yeah, GoPro Hero. So we're going to be recording in 1080p 60 frames per second, like lately how my reviews have been, or maybe I could even bump it up to 4K now. So we'll see how that works. But 4K, I know a lot of people have bad internet connection. I see most of your comments. And yeah, so this is going to be pretty interesting. This is what's to be expected. Right now I'm going to finish like testing 5 motors and prepare my stuff for tomorrow's flights. Now tomorrow's flights, it's between a couple things. The low KV builds, 3 of them, or the 1S brushed micros. I freaking love those. So I have a place that I'm going to go indoors and go fly those, but I'm still debating between those two. I have no idea which one to do tomorrow. But I think the low KV builds are, you know what, let me know down in the comment section. By the morning I'll know, and then I'll just go do that. So yeah, let me know. You want to see the 1S brushed micros that I have that I'm going to do a little shootout for? Or should we go ahead and test out the low KV 6S builds that we have? That'll be pretty interesting also. So, well, that's going to conclude it for this video, guys. I already started developing the correct, or let's just say the adapter for the thrust stand here, where we could connect 4 motors, 4 ESCs, and a flight controller, and bash the shit out of it, and then get real performance and real results. almost real results because obviously there's no air going back and forth, but we could generate a hell of a lot of noise with one battery, 4 motors, 4 ESCs, a flight controller, a VTX, and we have the camera also, so we can actually see good data this way. Record the FPV footage while it's stationary. We can mimic throttle level noise, seeing, you know, the middle throttle oscillation issue. That's basically noise from the ESC, and we'll get into that stuff later on in another video. We'll get into more depth. But yeah, a lot of things to be expected. Thank you, Banggood, but I'm not going to be nice. If it's a piece of crap, I'm going to tell you it's a piece of crap. And I think before I take it out, I'm going to remove that DVR because I just don't want latency. I want to see its performance. So we'll see how that works out. And well, that's going to conclude it for this video, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And please consider joining my Patreon. It really helps the channel. It really supports the channel. And go ahead and go check out my website and application. I'm working with awesome companies to bring you some great prices for some awesome components. Obviously awesome, but I mean stuff that I've tested and I know are good. For example, Maytech F405, Tico 32 ESCs, not the foreign one right now, just a single one, and all these kinds of things. But stay tuned. Currently, I've taken everything that was on sale off except the frame until I fix up all the countdown timers between the iOS, Android, and website, because just the website countdown timer was working. Neither was the iOS JavaScript running correctly or the iOS. The iOS, actually, Apple's being a little asshole, to be honest. So I'm just waiting for Apple to finally, it's been back and forth, in review, out of review for the past 4 days. So I'm going to see what the hell they want, and we'll see how that works out. So yeah, just stay tuned, keep checking it up. I might just throw a random sale up there. It'll be pretty fun, pretty interesting, help someone out, and keep supporting the channel. And yeah, and that's it, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. See you guys, take care.